What's going on, folks? So today's video is going to be an interesting one for anybody who is a Camaro owner that has the NPP exhaust. So if you have the NPP exhaust and you're looking to get your exhaust note loud, like all the time, there's a couple ways that are out there that people already know of. One, you can just adjust it via your mode selector inside the car. Two, you can do a NPP fuse pull. So you go into the fuse box, pull out fuse number 51, check your manual, and then that kills the valves in the back, keeps it open all the time, as long as you do it where you basically put the car in like sport or track mode first and then pull the fuse. You don't want the valves to be closed when you pull the fuse. But then there's a third way, and that's what we're going to talk about today. The third way is through the actual driver settings on the inside of the car. So this is my 2024 LT1 Camaro, affectionately known as Ghost. And this car, I actually got it 2 days ago. I'm gonna say it is, we're in Chicago. It is wintertime, as you can see, lots of snow. But what we're gonna do is I'm actually going to put the camera down over by the actual exhaust tips. And then I'm actually gonna run another camera on the inside. I'm gonna show you what happens when you run through your normal modes. And then I'm gonna show what happens when you change it through the driver settings, so how you can keep it loud all the time. So before we kind of get started, if you look inside, and I can zoom in a little bit, you can see on this left tip, the outermost tip, there's a little butterfly valve that's sitting in there. You'll be able to see it more when we actually go through the modes. But that is the NPP valve. And that is what opens and closes and makes the exhaust system either louder or quieter when you do it. So let's get everything set up, and then let's go ahead and run through the modes. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get in the car, and we got the cameras all, set up. So when we first get in the car, let's go ahead and fire it up. And as we can see, the car is currently in tour mode, so the exhaust is going to perform like it is in tour mode. Now, if we go ahead and we hit the selector, we're going to go ahead and we're going to change it into snow and ice mode. So now that the car is in snow and ice mode, the valves should go ahead and close. Let's give it a little gas. And you see, nice and quiet, not loud at all. So now we'll go ahead and switch the mode again. We'll put it into tour mode. So now that the car is in tour mode, you should be able to hear the exhaust, see the valve back there. And lastly, we'll go ahead and we'll select sport mode. So this is a 2024 LT1. So that means that sport mode is going to be the loud version on this car. If you got a Z01 and you got to throw in the track, I believe. So now those valves should be all the way open, and she's pretty loud, okay? But there's another way that you can do it. So let's go ahead, we'll put it back into snow and ice. So she should be quiet, right? All right, here, we're gonna come into the settings of the vehicle. We're gonna go into vehicle settings. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into driving mode. So under driving mode, engine, it's already set to auto, which means that based off of the mode that the car is driving in, it's automatically going to select it. But you can change it. You can change it to run always in stealth, always in tour, or always in sport. So if you want your car loud all the time and you don't want to do a fuse pull and you don't want to worry about making selectors, run it in sport, at least on this car. Now you see the valves opening up in the back. I just heard it get deeper. And you notice the car is in snow and ice mode. So in snow and ice, she's still loud. So unfortunately, what I didn't realize is because all this is happening during winter, I didn't realize that the lens back here kind of like smoked up, but I'm sure you were able to see the valves, and between the two cameras, you can see what was going on. I know I was able to see, the valves opening up, and I was able to hear it. So basically, the whole point is that if you do have the NPP system, you can get your car to be loud all the time. The only thing that you have to simply do is just go into your driver settings, and you can do it through there. Change it to either sport or track, depending on the trim level of your car. and that's it. Now, the thing that I want to say is I've actually had this car like just since this weekend. So there's another video that I'm actually about to do. It's about the AWE track exhaust system. That's actually what's about to go on this car. You might be like, well, wait a minute, you got an NPP, why are you swapping it? Long story very short is that this is my second Camaro. This is a Ghost. My first Camaro was a White Lightning. It was a V6 1LT Camaro, which unfortunately got totaled out about 3 weeks ago. And this one, Ghost is the replacement. So Ghost is a LT1. So yeah, I went and upgraded to the V8. And in case you didn't know, and if you haven't watched the other video, if you're in the market for a 2024 Camaro, Chevy production has already stopped. Grand Rever made their last Camaros, I think like December 31st. Plant has been idled down and shut down. And the last manuals were actually made in August. This car was actually made in August, according to the VIN plate. But the thing is that the car came with the NPP exhaust. There was nothing that I could do because there's no more inventory. There's literally like 433 manual Camaros out in the whole entire Chevy inventory right now. And yeah, so that's how I ended up with the NPP exhaust. And right now we're actually about to go and head over and put on the AWE Track Edition Axleback quad tip because I like my cars loud. So with that being said, hope you all liked the video. Go ahead and check out the other video if you're interested in comparing the NPP to the AWE. This is not one of our normal videos, but if you did like it, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. I know when I was looking for videos about, NPP and how to defeat it, there's only a handful out there, and there's only like 2 or 3 that even tell you how to do it through the infotainment system. So give it a thumbs up. Till next time, guys.